people, like honestly, in the need.
Welcome to the Prisoner to Painter podcast, stories of inspiration, where we talk about mental health, addiction, religion, becoming a business owner and self-sufficient, for what, when, where, and why. Join us and we can be your local hope dealer.
Inspiration and dedication. I came a long way from sleeping in them pages. I got my life back, I feel amazing. Life's a book, don't get stuck on sad pages. Rainy days with no money, hard work lead to days that are sunny. Looking back, it was all needed. The problems, the pain, the trauma, the grieving. You are now tuned in to the prisoner to painter. Prisoner to painter. Hard work, dedication. Rainy days, inspiration. Prisoner to painter.
And now, a word from your local hope dealer.
Keep fucking yakking, man.
Shit, Ricky, I'm gonna help you. How you doing?
We're live.
Awesome. Welcome to the Prisoner to Painter podcast. I'm Nathan McDermott.
And I'm Katie McDermott.
And today joining us is Jewell and Tony. How are you guys doing?
Good.
Good. Well, thank you guys for coming on. As always, I say thank you at the beginning of every episode. It takes a lot of courage to come on and tell your story in front of people or in front of a camera. It's still can be equally stressful. So thank you guys. Seriously.
You're welcome.
Tony, we interviewed you a couple months ago, so people know a lot of your story. So we might touch a little bit on that, but clearly we want to talk about your guys' story, how you got together. I know at first you guys weren't sober, got sober, kind of like mine and Katie's story a little bit. So I definitely want to get into that clearly. But Jewell, I was hoping I could ask you beforehand, how would you explain your childhood, and did you grow up in a good environment, or would you mind giving us a brief synopsis of it?
Sure. Well, I did not grow up with a good childhood, actually.
Okay.
I went into foster care at 6 and was in there for 3 years. We were in 23 different foster homes.
Wow.
Yeah, a lot of abuse, neglect, and people that were supposed to be protecting me weren't. So, yeah.
Wow. I never know what to expect when I ask a question, but
Yeah.
we're kind of family. I did not know that about you, so thank you for sharing.
Addiction and alcoholism, especially alcoholism, runs deep in both sides of my family.
Understood. Well, wow. Did you grow up in Jackson area the whole time, or did you bounce around a lot?
I was pretty much Jackson area and surrounding.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where do you go to school?
A lot of schools.
Right.
Yeah. But mainly my stability schools were Northwest, East Jackson, and Michigan Center.
Okay.
And then I graduated from T.A. Wilson Academy.
So I graduated from the Hope program, actually.
Because I had dropped out what was supposed to be my regular junior year, and then came back the next year, went to alternative school, and graduated on time.
Right. I know you're never supposed to ask a woman this, but how old are you?
31.
31. Okay. And how long have you guys been married?
2 years.
2 years. Congratulations. How long have you guys known each other?
5. Well, a lot longer than 5.
Yeah.
We've known each other for about 12.
Okay.
So we've been together for 5.
Right. Well, I was gonna say I feel like you guys have been together longer because I've been with Katie for 5 years. I'm like, I feel like Tony and Jewell's been together just as long.
Right around the same time.
Yeah, we just did our 5-year in July.
Well,
Yeah,
we got
ours was
married
in December.
20th.
But
December 20th, you said?
yeah.
That's when you guys officially shacked up, got together.
It was together, but we didn't get
We
together.
courted for 3 months.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What year?
2020.
So right after us.
Yeah, literally.
Because we met
We
We met in May of 2020. We got married in July of 2020.
got married September 23.
Okay. Right on. Well, I feel like we could cover a lot of ground in about you guys, so I'm going to extend the invite. Maybe one time if you want to tell just your story, yeah, I'd be more than happy to invite you on and do an episode.
Of
I
course.
feel like there's a lot of shit that we could pack there. But clearly the purpose of this episode was to hear both your guys' stories. So that's what I'm going to, bug about. If there's ever anything I ask that you guys are like,
Just tell him to fuck off.
yeah, like seriously. But you know each other for 12 years. Am I allowed to ask how you guys met?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, how did you get me?
I went and sold some drugs. So.
Oh my god.
Okay.
A mutual friend.
Yeah, it was a
Um,
party.
It was his best friend, and it was my friend at the time.
Fair enough. Okay. So you guys,
You guys met their middleman.
yeah.
And hey, you should talk to her. Hey, you should talk to him. And then we kind of did our own thing from the first night. But
So 12 years ago, clearly you guys didn't know, like clearly you guys didn't get together or whatever. Were you
No.
guys friends for the next, 6 years or whatever? Or did you guys just see each other here or there? Did not
he saved me on the side of the road one morning. I ran out of gas, and I was
Okay.
calling literally everybody on Facebook. And he was the one person that answered and came and rescued me.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, clearly some of the stories you guys got sober. So, during active addiction, I'm just going to guess knowing each other. I mean, how was that interacting with each other?
Yeah, what was that like?
I wasn't like, I was drinking and smoking weed, but like my active addiction, that was gone first after a while. I mean, I was still in active addiction, drinking and stuff.
Mhm.
It was that the meth and pills and all that.
That's what it used to be.
Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, okay, man. Well, so yeah, I'm sorry. I go in chronological order so I understand the story. I mean, that's why I do it like that.
Trying this to me, I thought it always helps somebody.
So yes, it does. Seriously. Well, and then hopefully this story helps maybe two people because I do want to get to the part that you guys were not doing that great not that long ago. Now you guys
Yeah.
are doing great. So clearly we'll work into that, but like that in itself could help a couple watching. So that's why I really love doing this because like it can help somebody. 5 years ago, man, when you guys finally started dating, how did that look like? Like why did you guys make that jump?
We was, when you pretty much we was together like not together for 3 months before that.
Okay.
We were just outside one day and there was a song called I Heard There's a Rumor You Might As Well Get Together.
Yeah.
Can't remember the country singer.
By
But
Lee Rice.
we was listening to that and it just clicked in my head like, damn, that's it. You want to go out? She was like, yeah.
Heck yeah.
Mhm.
What was your first date? Like your first real date? Like you said you were courting.
What was that? We went out a lot of places though. Like we still do. We're going to Ohio this weekend.
Awesome.
But where was our first date?
Probably when we went to the casino for the first time.
Okay. All right, man. How was it meeting Tony's mom for the first time?
I had knew her from taking care of her
Oh,
in Jackson County Medical.
okay.
But I would say, because anytime for the longest time, we were all just sitting down. So the first time she stood up, my jaw dropped because I did not realize she's as tall as she is.
She's a nice lady. I like her, but she could be abrasive sometimes. She could be abrasive.
She ain't afraid to tell you about herself.
Man. So clearly, when you guys first get together, how long have you been sober, Tony?
July 15th,
Yeah.
2022.
Awesome. So 3 years.
Yeah.
3 years. And then, if I'm allowed to ask, how long have you been sober now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Off hard drugs, 3.5 years. Yeah, 3.5 years.
Awesome.
And then I just recently on Tuesday officially quit drinking.
Congrats. Congrats. Hey, well, and people go to AA, people do 12 steps. I believe everybody's recovery is different. So that's what you'll never hear me say nothing wrong about marijuana maintenance or about this or about that. Whatever you do, it's you. Dude, because I fucking had to quit drinking. That was what was killing me. So it's like other stuff wasn't the main problem. Now, once I got done with the drinking, then I addressed other problems.
See, mine was the opposite. Like, the other things were the problem. So I'm like, oh, hey, I can still drink. This is cool. If I only drink a little bit, it's okay. But when it goes from once, twice, 3 times a week to you find hidden bottles of alcohol, it's like the problem's like this right now, and I want to take care of it before it gets to this.
Exactly. Yep. Yep. And I wanted to ask, like, when you guys first got together, this is like what's exciting to me. You guys were not sober when you first
They
got
were
together.
recently sober, right?
He was pretty sober off the hard drugs.
Yep. Yep.
He was sober, and we drank, smoked weed,
Mhm.
and then, but I would go periodically 4 to 6 months at a time to where I'd be sober, and then I'd go relapse once,
Mhm.
thinking, oh, it's only once, I'm okay. I can go home and nobody's gonna know. Well, mental health and mental illness do not mix with addiction.
Nope.
So, me and my addiction, I am paranoid, and a lot of bad things happen. So, I stay far away from it. It took me about 2 years though and I still have dreams about it.
What?
PTSD, but I will never ever turn back to that.
Awesome. Well, because I wanted to commend both of you.
Thank you.
Because it's not just Tony that I want to commend here, but I'm going to start with it. So when we first got together, I remember you met Brittany. I can't say her last name because that would not be right, but you met Brittany through rehab.
Yep.
And then that's when I first kind of got with Katie. And I commend Tony for like, man, I'm sticking with her. She's in rehab, getting her life together. He's there. But I also want to commend you because you went and did the fucking rehab. Like the guy deserved the pat on the back. You deserve the pat on the back too.
Yeah, thank you.
Awesome.
Most definitely.
So, well, and I would say that's, kind of where your relationship started. So, like, how was that kind of, I'll say starting not on equal ground. Like, it's almost like you guys started with a foot back. So, I don't know how to answer that question.
What challenges and obstacles did you guys face with the differences in your sobriety when you first got together?
It was like when she went to treatment, like wasn't thinking about relapsing, but it was like that thought when I used to get high. You know what I mean? Like when she finally told me, I already knew, but when she finally told me, and she went to treatment, there was like times I think about when I used to do, should have been a little line, but it was a rail.
Mhm.
Nothing, you know what I mean? But I fought it, so it was,
So it's triggering.
yeah.
Well, I can only imagine that.
I mean, it wasn't really triggering, but it was, it was a trigger, but a trigger thought, you know what I mean?
Right.
Well, man, and you guys are so known in the recovery community and also known in the community. So I'm really glad you guys agreed to this, even if it's not like some crazy fucking awesome podcast. Like, this is awesome to me.
That's
So thank you.
That's a good
Okay,
question.
yeah.
So, because everybody knows you guys. Everybody knows you guys.
Yeah.
Everybody.
I can't go anywhere without being known or being Tony's wife.
Are you? Oh, yeah.
Everybody else-
Listen, plus our family is huge, right?
Yeah, like,
So knowing everybody, being related to everybody, how was that when you first got sober, especially together? Like, was there people that like you couldn't be around anymore that gave you a hard time? Like,
yeah, and that's the thing that I struggled with the most, because with my childhood, I lacked boundaries.
Okay.
So that led to a lot of relapses. And I don't go around anybody that I used with. I have a best friend still stuck in active addiction and in and out, but she's doing real good. And I've learned that we either meet at my house, their mom's house, or at a public place, like, because it's just too tempting.
One of the hardest things, man.
Yeah.
It's the people, places, and things. Like, once you get rid of the drugs, man, it's the drug is the easy part almost.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
really, it's almost like that's the easiest part of getting rid of. Now you
Yeah.
can't hang out with certain people. Fuck, it's like some people. And I was gonna ask that because I know in my family, I couldn't say around my family at first because we drink and we fucking smoke dope and like that's what they do. How was it with your guys' families?
I mean, when I quit smoking weed, it was kind of easy. Like, we stayed in the house with my mom that smoked a lot of weed, you know what I mean?
That's what I was curious about.
Yeah, but at first, like when I quit, because we were smoking a lot of weed. We was going to like pound pound and a half.
I
With
believe
weed.
it, dude. No, your mom, you shit, yeah.
Well, without my mom, just her and I.
Oh, shit. Oh, you're talking 2 pounds with the mom.
Yeah, I go with a quarter just to go to the bathroom at 2 o'clock. You know what I mean? Like, it's just wake her up, like type stuff. But I mean, at first it was hard, but I just like while she was in treatment, I stayed in the basement.
Mhm.
You know, because like I don't like. I knew I liked her at the time because I was proud of what she was doing. You know, but I don't know. Like I kind of do know why I started liking her and stuff. You know, and started quitting drinking. And
Well,
stuff.
why? Try to
I mean, it's like,
I'm just speaking.
I mean, but yeah, I'm glad I did help her.
Awesome.
You know, and
Well, heck yeah, man. Well, and you know, sometimes tough love, or sometimes like shit. It looks like it turned out good for you guys. I mean, that's what it boils down to. What job did you have when you first got together?
construction. I was doing construction.
Okay. Jewel, what job did you have?
Actually, the same job I have now. I was a med delivery tech, but
Oh,
through a
awesome.
different company.
Okay.
It was through Segway at the time.
Okay. What's a med? Just like drop off meds? Or-
We're a program through the pharmacy, general pharmacy.
Okay.
We delivered people's medications to them, document it, watch them ingest,
Okay.
that kind of thing.
Right on.
Yeah, it's actually really fun.
It sounds like it. I mean, honestly, it does sound fun. I don't know if I'm allowed to ask this as well, and I say that because like,
Yeah.
are either of you in counseling, or were you either of you in counseling?
We are both in counseling.
HIPAA doesn't apply when you self-disclose.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah.
Well, awesome. Are you guys in it together or separate?
We're separate right now, but I think we're gonna get back to just to have a professional point of view from things and to keep it. We benefited from it last time we were in it just because of insurance stuff. We weren't able to follow through, but I just got my Medicaid, so
Awesome.
everything's good and gold in there. So maybe we can step back into that.
Good.
I like it.
No, I was at that because me and her actually
I'm looking.
perfect. Shannon, your friend, well, we all kind of know Shannon. Yay, so proud of you both. The love that you have for each other and the love you give.
Other people is so inspiring.
And then
Thank
Nate
you.
Potter.
Said he misses us hard.
Yeah, I know. But, you guys know Nate, right? I can say this because we grew up together. He used to be gay Nate, and I was straight Nate. Nate Potter, black, gay. Okay. I don't know how else to explain. You know, but he knows me, so I'm allowed to say.
Sorry.
No, but I brought that up because me and Katie, when we were going through when I was a drunk drug addict and she was, her, we were going to try to do some sort of couples counseling, and I wanted to, I guess, ask your guys' opinion on that, because I think some people think, oh my God, like if you have to go to counseling, it's already a lost cause. That's not fucking true.
No,
Like, that is not true. So I was just asking your guys' opinion on that.
because I think everybody benefits from it. Honestly,
Mhm.
like.
Well, and it opens up people's minds and opens up their horizon, and like it does a lot more than just. And see, this was our issue, my issue, not our issue. My issue was we would go into it. I was right. That's not the way you got to think about it. No, like yeah, I mean,
He's not biased. We talk about things. It's not a mediator who's like it's not a rep. They're not a rep.
No, they're not. And it's kind of hard because most of them are telehealth right now, which is just over the phone.
Okay.
For me, I'm an in-person. Like on my own, I go to a group therapy, and then I have a recovery coach who I meet once a week, and then I have my therapist.
Awesome.
Yeah, so mental health is big with me because there's a lot of chemical imbalances.
Co-occurring.
Yeah, it's horrible. So I'm nice dual medicated, but we had an incident Friday where I was unmedicated and it was a whole freak out. So
If you don't mind me asking, do you do DBT? Is that the group setting? It's a type of therapy.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay.
It's her name is Amy. She's the recovery coach at Lifeway.
Okay.
I forgot her last name, but
I was just curious.
Yeah.
It's just the style of
No.
it's like CBT, but it's
But
different.
that's something to look into, definitely, because I'm always open for new ideas. Because I'm a very visual learner. Like I have to see it in front of me multiple times to
Just
grasp on.
I will tell you, I was gonna do DBT and I called and the guy was really abrasive because it is an intense like group setting.
Yeah.
And he made me cry. I was not ready. He made me cry. I was like, and I never did it.
Well, maybe we'll tiptoe into that. I don't like abrasive.
So one, I will ask you both separate. Tony, do you think addiction or alcoholism is a disease?
Yep. Okay.
Jewell, do you think addiction and alcoholism is a disease?
Yes, I do. It's been proven fact in IOP. I learned it that people that are addicted have an addictive personality gene, and like I guess everybody has it, but people that are triggered by it or something like that. I don't know how to explain it, but pretty much you're born with it, and when you kind of test those addictions, that's when you find out. Like, so it's definitely a disease.
No, we totally agree. I just some questions. It's just everybody with that, I'll say predisposition. I've asked. You know, I just want. I guess I'm nosy. Really, what
Who made the first move when you guys first started talking?
Instagram.
Instagram made the first move.
My finger did.
Has a mind of its
So
own.
I was down in Colorado visiting a friend, and weird enough, I got left at the apartment while the friend went in with his roommate, like, to the store, and I'm just scrolling on Instagram, and there's like 20, 30 notifications at once. I'm like, what the hell? So I look on there, and then it was Tony. So we just started talking. We started talking on the 20th, and that's the day that's the first day we started courting. But it was kind of weird because, like, in the 3 months that we courted, I spent 3 nights at home at my aunt's. So, like, it was just we kind of rushed into the whole moving in together type thing. And then he asked me 3 months later to move in.
I don't think that's Russian. He was living with me 2 weeks after I met him.
Yeah, I was pretty much there from the first night because I get home and he'd be like, "You want to come watch a movie and cuddle?" Like, I'm on my way.
Yeah. He called me drunk one night and I picked him up and he pretty much never left. So
I mean, God steps in and does its work.
Mhm.
Like, let's see, right time.
How have you matured individually on your own over the years, and then how have you matured together over the years of you guys being together?
You want to go first?
Mhm.
I'd say, like, I don't know. I was still like my aggressiveness was still there. I was always still like quick to pull pistols on people. Like my attitude was worse, you know. Now it's like 100% different, you know. My pistols are put up. My attitude, I work on that 100%. You know, like I even do like EMDR.
Awesome.
Yeah. I go see a counselor for it.
Cool.
You know, I do a lot of huffs and puffs.
EMDR is intense, by the way.
Yeah.
It is very intense.
Yeah, I like it though, because like there's lots of things that I know. My anger used to be pretty bad. That's what got me in a lot of trouble. A lot of anger issues.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, even the first time I met you till like now, I mean, it's still a difference. I mean, and you were pretty sober when I first met you. It's still a difference. Like you're not as quick to turn. I'll say turn red, but you're not as quick to get pissed. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
He's gotten better at that.
So, Jewell, how have you matured over the years?
I learned how to be a partner, and I'm a very take care of people type of person, so I want to do all the taking care of and letting myself be loved the proper way, because I was never loved correctly. Like,
So setting boundaries.
yeah, and it's still hard. I struggle with it, especially with friends and stuff, or not really friends, because I got my solid best friends and I'm good. But my family, I have to set boundaries with them, and it's really hard sometimes because they're your family. You want to help them out, but at the same time, when they're coming to 5 days on a week for stuff like, and I live on a set town, so it's like really hard about setting boundaries. But I feel like it's kind of weird because I don't know how to be my own person outside. Like, we're just one, so it's like every choice I have, every decision, it's not only going to affect me, but it's going to affect my husband, my children, and everybody around me. So I think consciously when I go make decisions now, I still have tempers. But we're working through that. One trauma at a time.
How have you guys matured together?
Like, I don't have a lot of homies anymore, you know. It's like, she changed me a lot, you know what I mean? I went from like not going to church to going to church, you know.
I seen that picture earlier. I told her, I said, damn, Tony must be going to church.
Yeah.
Like, I grew up a lot too, you know. I learned a lot of responsibilities. Because before I met her, I was single for like 9, 10, 11 years, you know what I mean? And,
That's the transition.
and it was always about in my head is how am I going to survive? And that's what, like, I changed that, not a lot, you know, but I'm working on it. You know, I got a partner in crime, not really crime, but you know, I got a partner now that I got to think about.
Mm-hmm.
But reality didn't really sink in until like our honeymoon, and just after that, it kind of like we'd have arguments here and there or whatever. But
Dude, I do that 8 times.
But when you're moving as a team, it's different. And technically, since being married, we've broke up and made up 4 times. But we're married. There is no breaking up. Like, no, sorry, go to bed and get here. Right. But we both came from traumatic childhoods, and I really have noticed like that your parents affect you, you affect kids, and that's a big thing.
Generational trauma.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to stop it here.
So real quick, Kenneth Bath, loves you guys. He said. And then Shannon, how do you guys hold each other accountable being in recovery?
She great. No, you go first.
We're there for moral support, for each other. When we go to meetings, like he'll go to an AA meeting with me, that kind of thing. We go to meetings together. So that's a big one for me. Like, I'm like right here. So to have him supporting me in that is a big deal to me, because I didn't have stability growing up or any support. So
Well, just somebody to be there is a lot more help than what some people think. Like,
it really is.
And that's how I really got in recovery, is just supporting her to begin with. You know what I mean? Just going to meetings.
Just let on
I
you.
was first couple of days, I was sitting in the corner like a camera. But I love what I do now.
But for accountability, like, we try to catch each other before the mess up happens.
Yep.
Like with me recently quitting drinking, I told my son, and after my many relapses, he's like, "You told me that before, Mom. I gotta see it."
Yep.
And then I told him, I said, dump all the bottles. I don't want to know I don't want to see them. I don't want to know about them. Just get rid of it. So, we're definitely truthful, tough love when it comes to accountability. But we're also learning to be there for each other if something in our marriage messes up. We had an issue since like 5 months ago. I don't know. We had an issue in our marriage, and we almost walked away from each other for good. And on our anniversary, we talked, and the talk was like 2.5 hours that led to dinner.
It's crazy.
That eventually led me back home because I had just stayed at my best friend's house for a week. And so a lot of ups and downs and things thrown in our way. But somebody told me a long time ago that it's not you against each other, it's you guys against the problem. So you got to work together with the problem to figure out how to solve it.
Yeah, once you view your partner as a problem and not a solution, that's when it is a problem.
A lot of compromise,
That's what made me-
understanding.
That's what made me think in the end, when we had a little situation, like made me think that she was the solution while where I'm at today. So, you know what I mean? Told myself we could work through this and do it.
So problems come and go. There's been there's been 1,000 times she should have left me and she didn't. So it's like, if you ask anybody married over 5 years, have you ever thought about leaving them? And they said no, they're probably fucking lying. Okay.
Or you live in a delusion and the world's perfect and
Yeah, because
rainbows and butterflies.
that's not real shit.
Yeah.
And then I like that Shannon asked that, and I'm sorry that we put you on the spot with that.
No, that's okay.
Because our answer of accountability is like sometimes we don't hold each other necessarily accountable. It's like it's almost just like in the air. Like I do not know how to explain
I
it.
actually was gonna ask something. So how you mentioned there was like a couple relapses and stuff. He also had some, but he would try to say that that's not what had happened. But I knew because tells, right? Everybody has their tells.
Yeah.
So was there like you tried not to be honest about it, but like he knew because I know what that's like.
When I do cocaine, my jaw, it always.
Well, yeah,
You know what
eyebrow do this thing.
Oh, it all big, and I would like be chewing a burger for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
But because I lost my ability to chew,
Yeah.
or I'd have. Okay, this was a big one because the girl I used to hang out with used to braid my hair.
Mhm.
I came home with perfect braids one day, and he's like, "Who braided your hair?" And my dumbass is like, "Oh, I did it. It took me like 3 hours." And he just looks at me like, "Okay." But I was high, so but I can't lie to him like sober, and I wouldn't
Right.
Definitely not.
No, I just was curious from the other perspective because like I never had
Yeah.
that type of thing that was a him thing. And like it's not like he was lying, he was just like I think it's like the being high and you don't want to be under that like scrutiny and stuff while you're high and you're like, oh my god.
Right.
Yeah, so your first instinct is like, oh,
No, I'm not. You gotta
yeah, and then you're like, oh fuck, and now you lie. So you're like,
But I've learned over the course of our marriage that no matter what the situation is, as long as you're honest about it, anything can be worked through.
Mhm.
literally what I told her, as long as we ain't cheating, I can get through anything. Anything. I don't care what it is. You know?
Well, we said the same thing. And our last hiccup, that was the thing.
Understood?
And I know it took a lot for him, and it took a lot for me to come back as one
Mhm.
after that. And it's a process every day, but you gotta have a lot of understanding and forgiveness and all of that.
We have done our fair share of not ethical stuff in a marriage. But But as long as the trust isn't gone, I
Exactly.
don't call it cheating because I'm not going to get into our story, but it
But-
wasn't cheating. It was, but the trust wasn't gone. Once the trust is gone,
Yeah.
then you can pack your bags. But if the trust is still there, we can make anything.
You
work.
gotta have a firm foundation. And
Yeah.
from 5 years ago, we built that. Like, one thing that reckons with me, it was a Snapchat message, and I had it saved for like a couple years. And he had asked me a couple days before Christmas if I had gotten high the night before. And I'm like, all right. He's like, this gonna show me like your honesty. And I'm like, yeah, I did. And he's like, okay, well, we're gonna work on that. And I had stayed clean from that time for like 2 months. So yeah, but having the support at home, but you gotta want to do it for yourself. For me, it took me driving on the highway and almost getting hit by a semi for me to realize that I needed to stop.
One big thing, so my mom and dad are quite some years apart. I know a lot of people that are quite some years apart. I gotta ask, man, both sides, what's it like being with a younger woman? Not in that way. Like, what's it like being married to? What's it like being married to a younger woman?
I mean,
Wording, Nathan.
I know. Yeah, sorry.
no, you're good. I mean, to me, it wouldn't really make a difference if it's like, I mean, she's not a child, you know.
No.
I'm 17 years older than her.
Mhm.
You know, I was kind of in prison when she was born type of stuff, but
Yeah.
but you know what I mean, like, don't make a difference. I think if you love somebody,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, like.
Well, and I was more so leaning towards, I guess I could have just asked it better. Like there will be talks about your burial arrangements way before hers. Like, how are you guys going into that in the future?
How is the age gap impacting your relationship? Like generationally, you guys are from different generations, but also there's like with you being older, there's
Like-
stuff that's going to happen for you before it's going to happen for her.
Like,
So
are you guys preparing for it? Like 401k wise, like you leave her your money, or like a kind of cost for that? Right.
Yeah, we kind of prepare like something's gonna happen tomorrow.
Mhm.
Like,
Smart.
yeah.
yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is smart, isn't it?
Well,
I definitely need to get life insurance, but
well, okay. Well, then on the other side, being with an older man, how did your family feel? I'll just ask it. How does your family feel with you being with so older of a guy?
my grandma's probably rolling over in her grave.
Oh, jeez.
But if she would have met Tony, I think she would have liked him.
Yeah.
And they got to know him. The tattoos kind of scared him at first.
Yeah.
When I showed him my aunt, she's like, I don't know about this. Like, and now he's her favorite person,
Yeah.
like the one that married us.
So cool.
So over time, after so many toxic, abusive relationships, everybody they were on guard for a long time.
Yeah.
Like, I think until we got engaged and he finally asked me to marry him, because that's a big thing in our family. And it's crazy because we were sitting at my aunt's one time and I'm like, you know what, if we get married, we're gonna marry right here in Longwood. We got married on the property. Yeah.
You know, it's crazy because like he does look scary. I mean, I'll just
You
say
look like a scary book,
he
yeah.
looks scary.
Yeah,
But when you meet him, you shake his hand, you talk to him.
He's a soft teddy bear.
Yes, he is. Yeah. Well,
Can't fool no.
yeah, he can still hit me pretty hard.
Oh yeah, I won't say that. Definitely anybody.
That's funny. Well, man, I'm kind of
I'm working on it. Random question. Who's like what role? Like who cooks dinner? Who's like do you guys do like traditional or is it like whoever gets to it that day or
With our work schedule, it just depends on who's working what hours. But my favorite thing, I'll cook dinner every night as long as you do them dishes. Like literally, I love cooking. I hate dishes.
Yep. And then if you clean as you go, it's like it's easier, but you still don't want to do it because then you'll end up burning something.
Right? Yeah. Forget about something. Yeah. So we with household chores, we split it up. I actually came up with a generalized cleaning thing where you take 20 minutes on your day, set it aside for generalized cleaning, and just pick up stuff around the house, and that tends to help us a lot.
Were you always a Christian or Catholic, or were you always godly, or did you just get into church since you got sober?
Well, I was forced into church as a kid,
Okay.
and in foster care and stuff, so I was kind of around a lot of different religions, and it was really hard to get used to. So as an adult, I strayed away from it a while, but getting sober, I had to open my mind, which opened my heart, and led me right back onto the path I need to be on. But I think it also has to do with the support of your church and stuff.
Yeah.
Because I don't like new things. I hate change. Like, so going to a new church where I know half the people, it made me feel a little bit better. And the church we go to now is very warm, welcoming. Yeah. They got him in church. And I swear I wouldn't ask him about it. I'd be like, I'm going to church. Love you, bye. And then just something touched him.
Right.
You didn't get to the radio.
No.
Oh, no.
No.
I'm just curious.
I can't say the name. That's what.
No, that's fine. We no longer attend.
No, I just can't pronounce
Oh.
it. That's what I can't say. I just can't pronounce it. Yeah.
That's funny.
It's like the apostolic.
Yeah.
Apostolic. Yeah.
I had a question. Hold on, I gotta find it. I lost it.
You can answer this one.
Yeah. And then after this, we'll get towards our wrap-up questions. We're coming close to the end. Anyways, this was great. I mean, seriously,
Yeah, it was
I
fun.
love this. Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, so I know the gist of the question, but I lost it. So what's something that you guys do now that you didn't think you would ever be doing before now?
Oh,
Being in a healthy, stabilizing marriage.
Awesome.
With everything going on in this world, like, trust is a big thing with me. Like,
going to church together.
putting God in our family, it makes it easier because, like, I don't know how many answered prayers about that I had because, like, I would never push it on them, but I just kept praying, and prayer is magical. Like, you just gotta believe in something, and that little belief can take you a long way.
Faith of a mustard seed.
Mm-hmm.
So our wrap-up questions are all the same. Every episode I will ask the same, but this one I want to put emphasis on. Is there anything that I didn't ask that I should?
Is there anything that we missed?
Is there anything you want to share? Like
Shout outs, anything.
anything?
That you wanted to say, definitely that you didn't get to say.
Yeah, like something you were driving and you're like, damn, I hope he asked me this, and then I didn't, and then now's the time. Hopefully that means I did my job good.
Comes high right there.
Perfect. So very, I always ask the same question, but this time I'm going to ask it as a couple. What is your guys' definition of success together?
Us.
Two imperfect people never giving up on each other.
Help people out and keep doing what we're doing. Hopefully the story inspires people, we both inspired people, I have inspired people, and hopefully it carries on. Keeps helping people.
It's already brought at least some people together in the comments section. I know it's definitely got some views. So, I mean, somebody will draw inspiration on. I know it because it just has to. It just has to. That's the way it is.
It's a beautiful feeling. I'm glad I found it and heard that, my life most definitely changed.
Yeah.
Like going in the county jail working is like a big wow. Yeah.
I have to tailor my questions to two people too. Okay, so if you guys both could go back in time and meet the younger versions of you together, would you guys get along with you now and vice versa?
No, I don't think we would.
No, and I've thought about that plenty of times. Like, had we not met each other exactly when we met each other, we wouldn't have been what we are today.
Understood.
I was in a 12-year relationship with a narcissist.
And I was.
Yeah.
I think we go over that sometimes too, where if I didn't meet him when I met him, we would have not,
It would
it
have
would
never
have
worked
not
out.
worked.
It would have never worked out.
But that's what fate is. I mean, everything happens for a reason. People are exactly where they're supposed to be for that, whatever the reason is. And the day that before we met, I was talking to my best friend Amy, and I'm like, look, I'm scared. I don't know if I should do this. She's like, what's the worst thing that you could happen? Fall in love? And we were joking around. And look at me, falling in love. It took him 10 months to tell me he loved me.
It took her the first night.
One word to describe your journey from where you guys started to where you are now to where you think you'll end up. Has to be one word, has to be a real word.
Journey for a what?
To describe your entire journey from where you guys started, where you are now, and where you will end up. Where you think you'll end up.
One word.
Has to be one word, real word.
We both gotta answer that?
Courageous.
Uh-huh.
That's like a high tech word.
Man.
What did you say? Courageous?
Yeah. You're on your own now.
Inspiring?
Yeah, that's a good.
Awesome. So this week, our gift card, it's actually donated from Katie's mom, Kathy.
Oh,
It is just a Subway gift card.
Thanks.
Awesome. It is, she donated it. It was very nice. I mean, well, you know, I give away a gift card at the end of every episode. Anyway.
Yeah,
So
thanks.
Kathy donated it. So, thank you, Kathy.
Yeah,
And, thank you guys for coming on, man. This is great. Seriously,
Yeah.
I loved it. We'll cut the camera. We got time.
Side the table.
But yeah.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right, hold on. Let me end before you say that was so